All right. What up, everybody? I know a lot of people done asked me about it. Why haven't you touched on the Tate situation? Why is it that it seems like you're a supporter of Tate? You share a lot of his videos, but when it came down to him getting arrested, you didn't speak on it. Mainly because I don't do the personality worship. I don't do the treating people like they're gods just because they come with some kind of information. I don't do the holding people up on a pedestal. I don't really do that. That's why even if Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, if something would have happened, I wouldn't have addressed that situation. A lot of people may know or may not know. I came into a lot of information through a good brother, Brother Polite. He went through a similar situation. He went through another situation. I chose not to speak on it. I don't speak on these things because you're there to get the information. You're there for people to be able to provide you with something that can help you into the future. So you take that information and you make the best out of it. You take that information and you move forward with it. You don't need the person there once you received enough information. You guys act like you need to keep hearing the same thing beat into you over and over again. Sometimes that's not necessary. You get the information, you harness that information, you put it to good use, but there's no point in dwelling on it. And if something happens with that person, we have to learn how to remove the person away from the works. The works that they put in is one thing. The person is a whole nother thing. A lot of people do things that we may not agree with. A lot of people live a lifestyle that we may or may not agree with, but it's not on me to hold these people up on a pedestal and act like they are the great gods, and no matter what they do, they can't be wrong, they can't be right. And especially when information isn't just like cut and dry. When there's cut and dry information, it's easy to speak on it, but when shit is just up in the air, to me there's no point in speaking on it. That's the main reason I never addressed that topic, and that I'm never again gonna address that topic. I think people like him were put here to wake up the young men, to shake them out of their sleep, to come and pull them out of that bed. They're that drill instructor that come and wakes you up in boot camp. They're that lieutenant that wakes up the army. They're those guys. The guys that beat that motivation into you, that beam that light into men. For those men who have not ever heard this. Not everybody has a father. Not everybody has a male role model. Not everyone has another male figure that they could look up to. And I think these guys do a good job of filling in those blanks. But when things like this happen, I choose just not to speak on it. Yes, I'll still share the content. Yes, there's still great messages that came from him and his brother. I wish them the best. I hope everything works out over there. I'm not sure how like Romanian law works, and it's got the U.S. embassy in it, and it's a whole lot of weird stuff going on, but it just is what it is. We'll watch the court case play out and we'll play it ear by ear. Do I believe it? Fuck no. But does that matter? Fuck no. It doesn't make a difference. Those people were here to give us some kind of information, and I hope that we take that information and do the best that we can with it. So moving forward into the years, of course, we'll still do a little bit of that content here and there, but mainly this is going to be for motivation. This is going to be to wake those teenagers up, those guys in their mid-20s, or even the guys in their 30s that just haven't found a way, because I know some people who just can't even believe they're alive at 30. And as crazy as that may sound to a lot of y'all, I didn't plan on being alive at 30, and a lot of my friends didn't plan on being alive till 30. That's the reason that young boys during my time moved like we were adults at 14. We was moving like adults at 14 mainly because we didn't even know if we were going to see 40 or not. We didn't know if we were going to see 30 or not. If we made it to 25, we was old. Like you'll notice in the hood, they'll call you an old head after you hit about 25 and up. Once you pass that range right there, you're considered an older guy, and the young generation kind of takes over from that point on. And it just is what it is. So for those guys, trust me, I'm here for y'all. Trust me, I'm here to support y'all. Trust me, I'm here to give y'all good advice, good economic information, good ways to prosper in life, realistic expectations. A lot, and I mean a lot of channels out here are pumping some really unreal expectations of you guys. They are taking full advantage of the fact that men are prosperous, men want to move on, men want to march, men want to take over. We have that drive, we have that ego, and they feed on that, assuming that all of you guys that they're talking to, sometimes these guys got 80, 90,000 guys that are supporting them at a time, and they're telling all 80 or 90,000 guys that they're going to be able to make millions. And that there's no reasons that you're not making millions. If it was that simple to make the millions, everybody would have fucking millions, and millions wouldn't be worth anything. But how many of you guys would be happy with just that basic life? A nice house, the fence, the dog, the family, everybody get a car at 16, go to college, do what they got to do. Maybe you only make 200,000, maybe you only make 300,000, maybe you only make 90,000, maybe you'll only make 80,000. What about those guys that are happy right there in that tax bracket? Are you saying that they don't deserve a good life? Or are we not ever going to speak for those guys? Because we always hear about the rich guys. To me, there's no point in speaking on the rich. They have everything. There's nothing stopping them from doing anything. They have the resources, they have the friends, they have everything that they could possibly need. What will be the point in keep on addressing the rich guys? And everybody is not going to be a rich guy. Everybody doesn't even want to be there. Some people are perfectly happy going to work every day, coming home to a family, their kids, throwing the ball in the backyard, grilling in the summertime, taking one vacation a year. That is still a great life. And I don't want you guys to overlook that or undervalue that kind of life because everybody's telling you that you're going to be a millionaire. So you guys make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, keep following along. We got a lot of new content for you guys. Low key, Lowski, over and out. Peace.